Hi all, Paulette with Back to Basics Mom here. Today I'm going to show you how I organize my stamps and dies quick. And I know there's a million ways out there. I've tried a few different ways. I tried the binders, didn't like it. Now I'm doing this way that I'm going to show you right now. And I found it works really well for me because I have very limited space. Um, this is what I do. In my last video or one of my recent video hauls, I showed that I got this secondhand, and all of these Stampin' Up! The photopolymers, which I love these cases. I really do love them. They just get a little bit, even these get a little bulky for me with my limited space. So to take up a little bit less space, what I do is, there's a couple of things you can do. You can leave them on this, or a lot of my cling stamps or sticky stamps I have cut down. This is glossy cardstock, and I got that at, here, hang on a minute, let me grab my pad of that. Bear with me, I apologize. Here it is. I found this at Tuesday Morning, so if you watch my Tuesday morning hauls, you've seen it, and it is really hard to find. I actually ended up finding 2 stacks, but it's 12 by 12. It's a glossy cardstock, so any of the cling stamps stick to it really well. Don't put your photopolymer on these, or if you do, just kind of do a little test piece. Definitely do not ever put photopolymer stamps on like 4x6 like photo paper, because it will ruin your surfaces. See, that does work, and that is just fine if you wanted to do that. But I like the little index sheet. This is better with the cling stamps and whatnot. So I am going to put this back on here. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I'm kind of just trying to work quickly here, and these photopolymers don't always work. And then I have these sleeves, which I talked about in a older video, which I will link below. These are very similar to like what Jennifer McGuire uses. They're a little less expensive, but they go in there. And then if I'm not using the glossy cardstock, I have some other like super cheap cardstock, because I like the contrast on the back. So I just have some white and piece of cardstock. And what I do is I sit down and I cut a ton of stuff at one time, because I hate having to cut stuff every time I need it. But you can see it really easy. And then for the dies that go with it, I don't like these sticky things on here. I think they're a pain, but that's just my personal choice. So I was buying magnetic sheets at the craft store. I tried the magnetic sheets that you can print on. Those are terrible. They have no magnetic at all. So then I found on a tip is, if you buy, and I do not have the packaging here, floor vent covers, magnetic vent covers, you get in a package, you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, whatever you have by you, and you get 3 sheets that are this full size in one package of those, and it's less than $6, right around $6 here for me. So you get all these, and then I cut them down into 3s, and it's a little tall for my pocket, but I usually end up cutting these down again. So I like get my sheet out, and I'll pull these off here, and I'll kind of see how they fit, because if I don't need if I can only use half the sheet, then I'm going to do that, because I'm going to save my magnetic sheets, because I want to do this as inexpensively as possible. I want to spend money on the fun stuff. You know, I don't want to spend all my money on my organization and whatnot. So I want to spend my money on the fun stuff. So then I just do this. This was, when I found these sheets, it was like a revelation to me. And I learned about them by watching YouTube videos, and some other people were talking about them, or following Facebook, crafty Facebook pages, whatever, listening to tips from other people. And I just figure out how they're going to fit the best. And yeah, I can cut this sheet down in half. So then I'm just going to do that. grab my trimmer, and these cut like easy peasy. This is my old Creative Memories, had it forever, and I'm going to trim it as close as I can because I want as much of that I can use as possible. So I've got that, and then I just stick it in here. And if you want to tape it to your background sheet, you can. You don't have to, but I do it just like that. And then actually, this is a silly little detail, but when I'm putting these in, here, let me take it back out. I like it so my fold holds in my dies really well. So now my fold is going to go this way. So I like my dies to be really nice and secure. I don't want to worry about them if this gets tipped. So then my fold will go in front of there. Sorry if I'm getting out of frame. Alright, I'm having technical difficulties. So there is a little crease on the top of here, and you will have better luck if you kind of do a pre-fold and then tuck it in. And then I will usually label these, like here, let's see. I usually write it on the card, like this one. You can see I wrote Stampendous. Or let's see. On the Stampin' Up! Ones, I can't find it right now because I'm in a hurry. I should have grabbed that before, but I'll write Stampin' Up! And then I'll write the name of the set. And then I have a couple of different containers. I talked about these in another container, but another video. I got these at my local craft store, but they fit these really easily. I'll try and link that video below too, but like this one's got, like in the front part is all my, it's just dies. And then behind that are all my stamp and die coordinates, and some of them are in the envelopes together. So when you can see, this is Stephanie Bernard Jar and Candy Stamp and Dies. So, and then there's the dies. Some of them are not labeled, but like this one, the MFT, my favorite things don't quite fit, but that's okay. So I do have it labeled, but this one has all the stamps and coordinating dies together. And then I have another one. I have one that's just stamps that I don't have categorized. The other one I have categorized. I just haven't finished, so I'm still working on all this, but you can kind of see that I've used, I copied Jennifer McGuire and I used a file folder and just cut it up so it's kind of separating by category. So don't know if you can kind of see that. I can't zoom out at all, but I have a lot in there. This one's got room for a few more, but not much. So it's still a work in progress for me. And I have a couple of more of those because I buy them whenever I find them, because sometimes they run out. So that is how I basically store my dies. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this makes things simpler for you, gives you some ideas, but it's working for me. I really like it. So if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Find something crafty to do. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.